Los Angeles, California. Today, massive conglomerate companies become institutions in our lives, synonymous with the products they supply us. Apple, Nike, Sony, McDonald's. But what if those products had a dark side? Tonight, I risk my career to investigate one of those companies. Our sponsor, Preston and Preston Products. Let us explore. Preston and Preston was founded in 1947, following World War II, by brother and sister Mason Preston and Margot Preston. They started the company with a single product, Ultra Clean, a laundry detergent for the new, widespread automatic washing machines. Being billed as the only detergent for bloodstains, Ultra Clean was a huge success and paved the way for other products, such as Max Cover, a specialized makeup to cover radiation burns, Sweet Drip, a condiment made from mayonnaise and maple syrup, and their best-selling all-purpose paste. In the 1960s, they embraced the counterculture with products like Groovy Crisps, a cereal laced with LSD, Tussle, a shampoo that would make any square look like a hippie, and Love Shades, sunglasses that gave all ethnicities a generic gray skin color. In the 70s, they continued this trend with best-selling products like Mood Munch, a candy bar whose flavor matched your mood, Tupperwave, a hipper version of Tupperware, and Micro Crave popcorn. But in the early 1980s, a huge shift in the company occurred. But first, a word from our sponsor, Preston and Preston Products. This should be interesting.
Need to sue someone right now? Can't wait for a lawyer or paralegal to file the paperwork for you? The friendly folks at Preston and Preston have a solution. Introducing InstaSue. Using a free mobile app on your phone, InstaSue allows you to quickly and easily file cease and desist orders, restraining orders, or preliminary paperwork for libel, defamation, and breach of contract. Have an employee or the employee of a subsidiary entity poking their noses where they don't belong? Don't wait. Stop them now before it's too late. Preston and Preston's InstaSue, we know what you need before you do.
Oh boy, are they watching this feed live?
I don't know how they could be.
Sometimes in a journalist career, you have to risk everything to bring you a story. That said, it's October 15th, 1980. Mason and Margot Preston both die under mysterious circumstances, having both choked to death at the same time in different restaurants in two different cities. Control of the company shifts to Martin Preston, Mason's son and Margot's nephew. However, rumors quickly surfaced that Mason and Margot were extremely close, and Martin was the offspring of their incestuous relationship. What happened?
I don't know. We lost main power. We're running on backup. You better get on with it.
With Martin now in control, the company's products begin to take bizarre yet lucrative turns. The 80s saw the introduction of Forever Spray, a hairspray that could keep your coif in place in the middle of a tornado, and Simon, a memory game that substantially increased the player's IQ and psychic abilities. Into the 90s, Martin saw the release of further mind-bending products like the Tyson Grill, which could make any cooked meat taste like a human ear. Prigs, a flipping game that allowed the winner to collect 5% of the loser's overall body mass. And the Pinger, a more advanced pager that would send digital messages directly into the receiver's brain. And then with Y2K creating mass hysteria around the globe, the new millennium was suddenly upon us. On New Year's Day 2000, the magical world revealed itself to us. Martin Preston took this as a sign. As legitimate digital technology exploded in the 2000s, Preston and Preston turned their greedy, misguided corporate eyes into the magical sector. The death clock, which takes a sample of your blood and tells you exactly when you'll die. The Omni level, which gives you universal level across all planes of reality, causing terminal vertigo. Or the Past Mistakes VR headset, which shows you what could have been if you'd done things differently, resulting in mass suicides. But in 2012, yet another increasingly strange shift in the company occurred. Martin Preston mysteriously disappeared. However, he continued to send messages to the company with product ideas, but with oddly futuristic applications. The LifeWatch, AstroEase, the polynomial exercise headband. Shareholders were baffled. If these weren't bad enough, during the COVID-19 pandemic, in late 2020, they introduced the Alternate Universe Ouija board, which gave users a glimpse of their own lives from the perspective of ghosts from their own alternate universe, where COVID-19 never happened, or where they never had children and died old and alone. Are you serious?
They're sending it through.
Okay then, and now another word from our sponsor.
Need to break down a door that just won't budge? Is there an extra-dimensional doorway that just won't open into the reality of your choosing? The friendly folks at Preston and Preston have a solution. Introducing the Uber Ram. No longer will any entryway deny you access, whether it be a pre-Sumerian vault, a double-bolted Manhattan penthouse, or the makeshift barricade into a company-owned Culver City studio. Uber Ram will get you in. Preston and Preston's Uber Ram. We know where you need to be before you do.
Okay, this is getting real. But as Preston and Preston continued its intense market pressure on products that may or may not be relevant in the present day, the shareholders were still left with the question, where was Martin Preston and where were these ideas coming from? When we spend our money on something, be it clothes, a car, a house, we place an inherent trust in the people we're buying it from. When a company like Preston and Preston sells products that could be potentially harmful or just outright bizarre, it makes us look beyond the logo and the branding and at the company behind it. Preston and Preston has made some legitimate products. I'm still a fan of that Ultra Straw. But items like the Cuddle Clippers or Achieva, they have no place in the market or our lives. Take care what products you spend your money on. Do research. Don't buy impulsively. Make sure products have been approved by the FDA or other government safety institutions. And don't just follow trends. I'm Peter Brown, and I'll see you, well, hopefully I'll see you again. I have rights. You can't just break in here without a warrant, and you can't. Hey, what are you doing? Ouch! Those handcuffs can't be legal. Wait. You don't have to do that. I'm sorry. I love Preston and Preston. No, please don't. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.